just explaining some princess style dresses details to you. I'm looking at pattern 264. The year is MM1X, so it's 2009. And my cross is also the point of my dart, so I'm going to put my bust measure in there and start doing the dots from the top. So I've already done a few dots here. If you look, all you need to do is line up with each and every little line and do your dots there next to the number on the line. You will see there's a lot of lines not connected to an actual dot. Please, you need to do them as well. So all I do is I line up 21 and I do that one, 16, 12, and then I get a 7. Now the 7 is still on the side. You always do the dots on the same side as where the pin is, but because the numbers of the 1 to 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is on that side, some people do it on that side, but it's still on the same side as where the pin is. So I just go across and I mark it. I go to the next line and I've got a 12, so I do a 12 there, and if the number is below my actual small pattern, I just use a pin and I put it through there. I've got another 7, 11 and a half, so I do 11 and a half, 12 and a half, 14 and a half, and then I've got a little 3. So again, across the number 3 I just do a dot there and another 3. So I've done all the top numbers here. Take it out. Oh, I need to do that one as well, because the one on the waist is still my bust measurements. Now before I change to my hip measurements, you will see at the bottom there's 2 small little numbers, 17, 7, the rest is all big, 32, 73 in the 70s. That is that actual 2 dots on your waistline, so you need to use your bust for that as well. So my bust, just go back there. So before I actually change it, I go to the 17 and I do that one, 17 and a half, and I do that one. So I've got my 2 dots on there. Then I'll change to my hip measurements. Go to my hip measurements, line up with the bottom lot, and I'll just do the bottom 3. When you do the long one at the bottom, make sure you place this in the cross, line it up with the line with the number. So my number is 73. So all I do is I iron my tape measure out so it's nice and flat. The number is 73 and I just do a dot next to 73. It's very easy to do this. Then you'll see it's actually crooked, or to do that, so it's crooked on this side. So it's very important to just lie this nice and flat and do your bottom dots as well. Okay, so we've done all our dots, and I take this off. I also mark my cross point, and then I just join my dots. So I've got a long straight line here, that's my center front. If that line is not parallel to the edge of your paper, don't worry, you're going to cut it out. If it's a little bit crooked on the piece of paper, it doesn't matter, you're going to cut it out so it's not wrong. Okay, then I do all the straight lines. This one is a little bit curved again, that is just straight, that's just straight for my dart. There's my other little dart. My neckline is just those views connected. Armhole, just move it around, and then that one. And if I do my curve bit here, I'll just connect them all, move it up and down. I've got those 3, and then that one just goes there. Now if you've got bigger bust, this curves will be more prominent.